Today we will be presenting a presentation about the First Battle of Ypres.
The Battle of Ypres took place on the 19th of October 1914 and ended on the 22nd of November in Ypres. The countries that were involved were the Allies, which consisted of France, Belgium and the UK, and the German Empire. The battle occurred when Erich von Falkenhayn launched an attack to capture the Channel ports in Belgium.
These were the leaders for both sides. We had Joseph Guthrie for the French, who were the Allies, and Ferdinand Foch. We had Albert, the first, who should be on Germany. That's Belgium, sorry. And John French for Great Britain. And then those over here were the German generals.
The battle unfortunately killed lots and caused a lot of grief for many people. Out of the British Army, out of the 163,000 soldiers, 7,960 were killed, and out of the 5 million soldiers of the German Empire, 8,000 were killed. But with the British Army, it's not like the total force of the army, it's just it by itself.
We've talked about all this death, and most of it is because of these, which are all part of the Industrial Revolution. So we have small chemical weapons such as gas grenades, bayonets, which would have been on the end of guns, but they wouldn't have always had their guns loaded. It would have just been as a weapon. Machine guns, which would have mowed down soldiers. Pistols, which would have been for close combat. And a repeating rifle, which is for sort of close-ish combat. The mass killing of roughly 16,000 men was all down to tactics and thought-out strategies. They were constantly changing through the war, but in this battle the main ones were via artillery guns, machine guns, trench warfare, and dismounted cavalry, meaning that they would have got all their cavalry just without their horses, as they were low on soldiers.
Not much is still used from battle, however, but like the chemical weapons and machine guns and trenches on the artillery were used quite often afterwards, especially the chemical weapons. When they were used in the first battle, they weren't as developed as they were later on, and they were used much more in other battles afterwards, and obviously the machine guns and trenches and the artillery were used on things. And cavalry wasn't used as much, but it still was used in some battles.
For our conclusion, we think that it's very significant, as it did kill a lot of people. That this is just confirmed. Lots of bodies were not found, lots of people were captured, and that was just from our side, I think. There were 3 battles of Ypres, and this was the first one, being quite significant. New weapons and technologies were invented that were used later on in the war, and it created new tactics and strategies that were also used to help win the war.
We hope you enjoyed our presentation and have learned about how this battle was different.